Hey there, this is Gary, and you have reached Get Going Fast, the place where we kind of get into this excellent hobby AI and hopefully sort of a quick way, in a way where perhaps you can learn a little something along the way. And it is that time. We have waited for so long. The Hunyuan, you all know Hunyuan, that was just that fantastic uncensored model of video generation that came out. It was kind of shockingly open, which is kind of refreshing. Came out with text to video here a month or so ago, and we have all been waiting for the image to video to come out, where so we can actually take an image, throw it in there, and have it change up. Okay, so we've been playing with Juan 2.1 lately. That just came out with the image to video, and it's just fantastic. And at long last, Hunyuan has come out. Well, how does it turn out? How is it? I know you are wanting to know. Well, the answer is it's not that great, but it is still part of the projects of what we're doing here. And so we're going to actually go through that and show you a bit of what it looks like. I'm not going to say it's impressive. Okay. The text to video is still just spot on. I'm sorry to say the image to video, not going to be that impressive. You're going to see over here, we have just quality images transferring over. This is the original face here, and then we're going to have the new face. You're just going to see it looks upscaled. This is even with some fixed models that we've had, is what it is. You're going to notice this in comparison. This was a video him supposedly taking his hat off. Kind of does it. We're going to look at it over here. This is same sort of thing. Cowboy taking the hat off in Juan 2.1. So you're going to see really no comparison here. Again, you're going to see here's beautiful image going in here, and you're going to see this is the out image. It's really kind of unfortunate. Here's the out image on Juan 2.1. So, I'm not trying to talk you out of this, but I am saying that it's not this great. Here's the famous picture of my famous picture of Ninja Turtle kissing Taylor Swift, and you're going to see same prompt. It was supposed to be them making out. And here it is in Juan 2.1. Okay, so there's some serious making out. I think it's called heterophobia, is the fear of lizards and turtles. So if you do have heterophobia, I apologize for not giving you a trigger warning before that. But that's 1.2.1. Well, I was able to generate some image to video stuff here with Hunyuan. It's okay. Not the greatest. Okay, made some interesting kind of somethings for others here. Same stuff there. So a little bit the disappointing side of things, but there have been some good ones that have come out. I think really our one with this is going to be probably not real people, probably going to be more on the level of cartoons, anime, that sort of stuff. You're probably going to get this to work a lot better, but it is still definitely worth looking at. And so we're going to go through the installation. We're going to look at 3 different ways of installing this, including the absolute easiest manner, which is using the Get Going Fast model installer, which I have put together for you, where you can just it has every Hunyuan model you could want, and then you just can click it. That way you can easily install stuff, delete it, try different configurations, and it has the quantized. So we're going to go through that. We're going to go through the manual installation with what are called the TGI nodes. So you're going to be able to do this all the way down to you might be able to do this with 10 to 8 gigabytes of VRAM, although I'd imagine there's some waiting. Definitely 12 to 16 is going to be good. And then we're also going to look at just the basic Comfy anonymous installation itself, because there's different workflows here. That is fairly easy too. So we'll look at those. But first, before we do that, I just want to encourage you to like this video and to share the channel with your friends, to call up some estranged old friends that I haven't talked to you in years. And I know there's a lot of water under the bridge, and I did that one thing to you and you did that one thing to me, but I just want you to know that I'm going to give it a lot of thought, and I'm into AI, and I'd like to share with you Get Going Fast. And I'm sure that will mend all past wounds. So I encourage you to do that. Thank you so much. You're a peacemaker, and that's a real good thing to do. So we're going to to do on with it. I do want to call out a couple. We have memberships here on the YouTube channel that actually grant you uh, priority. They grant you priority answers to your comments. You get a little thing, extra sticker saying, "Hey, you one of these people." So I do want to call out the two newest members we have, which is Andrea Cooper. Hello, Andrea Cooper, and Mr. S. Andro. Yo, you guys are legend. So what's up? Welcome to the crew. And with that, you're also going to get some membership over at getgoingfast.pro. So very cool. Kind of a nice way to support, get some benefits here and get some benefits there. So yoing it up. All right, well, let's move on with the Hunyuan image to video, getting this going. And you know what? Maybe you're going to have even better luck than I'm going to have with this. And like I said, this is still certainly a worthwhile project to get into. So let's get into it. Yo. All right, so as I mentioned, we have 3 different ways that we are going to look at installing this way. Again, one we're going to look at first is the Get Going Fast model manager. It's really just click a button, get going. The second, we're going to look at the KeyGI workflow. And then the third, we're going to go ahead and do the straight Comfy Anonymous. Now, the difference between the KeyGI workflow and the Comfy Anonymous installations is that really the different models they're using. So KeyGI, of course, takes his models and he quantizes them down, gets different levels. So if it's not working at one, you can take it down to an extremely quantized version, and you probably get this working down to 8 gigabytes of VRAM. The Comfy Anonymous one is going to quantize it, but not to the same level as KeyGI. And the only one that's really going to be a little bit more involved is the KeyGI one. And that's just because you have to download a few more models than you have to with the Comfy one, which actually they've kind of automated as well. So you can really play around with this. But again, we're going to go over and look at the model manager first, and you're going to see that this actually, you can get everything through here. So all you got to do is just go, if you're a member here, this is free for all Farmham members. You just got to click it. Okay. And you're just going to download it. It's going to show up in your file explorer. Now, this does require a pre-existing ComfyUI install. Okay, so of course, if you don't have that, the easiest way to do that again is just for free. You can go over here to getgoingfast.pro, and I have a manual installation. If you have this all set up correctly, if you've got CUDA 12 on there and Python 3.10, this actually will set up Sage attention and Flash attention for you as well, which will speed up generation. But regardless, you're going to have ComfyUI installed on your system. So whatever way you want to do it is fine. This will also work with your portable. Really easy. You just go over to where it is downloaded and you just click it. Okay, it's going to pop up on the command line like this. Okay, and you're going to see that you got a bunch of different options. So if you're running a workflow and it says you need a certain model you don't have, well, you can just click on the diffusion modeler. It's going to show you what you do have installed. I have nothing installed, but you can add models. It'll show you a list of the stuff that you need. Notice Fast is in there as well. So if you want to play with a Hunyuan Fast and that is there as well, you're going to notice that you've got your text to video ones in here as well. And here's our image to video. So all of these things, whether you're using your image to video, your video to video, you can download them here, again, according to whatever your workflow is asking. And then you've got a delete models thing there. Notice again, here's all your quant models. So you can see your text to video, there's your image to video. So you can easily play around with these, find out which one you want is going to be the best, and then delete it when you're done to save space. Okay. Same thing with your VIEs. You can see actually I have a VIE in here. If I wanted to add another, I could go there and it shows the other one there as well. Or I could go and delete it. So really easy. Now, the simplest way to do any of this, though, is just going to be go down here where it says the full KeyGI installation. And then all you have to do is click the button, the 8 button. It's going to show you everything that it needs to install for there. And then you just go ahead and press the Y button. Okay. And so that will actually go ahead and download it if it's now mine's already downloaded there, but it will go ahead and install everything for you. Then the same thing, you can just click on your workflows. Oops. And then you can download the ComfyUI workflow. Same with the Comfy Anonymous. Now, I don't have a full Comfy installation here because honestly, we don't need it. It's pretty easy to get their models down there because they do it automatically for you. But this is the absolute easiest way to get this going. And like I said, it works for all sorts of different workflows that you're going to be wanting to play with. So you go ahead and groove around with that. Okay. And then you got to go. So now let's actually, with this one, we've actually installed the ComfyUI installation, but now let's go ahead and do the ComfyUI installation by hand so you can see how to do it as well. Okay, so to get going with the ComfyUI thing, what we're going to end up doing is we're going to pop on over to our browser, and we need to find this page here. Now, this isn't really showing up in the Google yet, but so best way to probably find this is just going to be able to type ComfyUI and then type Hugging Face. And it's going to come up with this one, just whatever pronounce that. And we're going to go look at this top Hunyuan Video Comfy. So it's going to have some links here we're going to look at. What we're going to just do is don't worry about this, just so there's a few things that we need. This can take care of that. We're going to click on the files and versions, and probably the easiest way to figure out the models that we need is just to download the workflow. Okay, so what we can do is we can just go ahead and click it, and that will actually bring it down, and we'll load it in to take a look. Okay, and first time we load it up, if you haven't done this before, you'll see that there's some things here, some nodules we need. We're going to definitely need this GGUF one because we're going to be using quantized models. So the GGUF model, right? That's the name of those models that bring them down so you can use them on lower stuff. So all you got to do is click up here on the manager button, and then we're just going to go over here to install missing custom nodes. So these are all pretty basic, these ComfyUI KJ nodes and the video helper suite. And then we definitely need these. You might already have them. So, but if you don't, this is how you do it. Then you just click install, pops over, and you'll see that it's actually doing some stuff over here. And then it's just going to, when it's done, there it's going to say to go ahead and restart. So we click the restart button and confirm that bad boy. And you see up here, there's a message that says reconnecting. So just kind of wait for that to do its thing. You can watch it over on the command line. Let's see if we can get over there before it's done. There you go. And you can see it's just rebooting the server, and then it's done. So, okay, so big whoop on that. So we head back to here, and then basically just need to click the reload. So it reloads it, and then we have our workload. So what you can do here now is we want to find this screen here. And so we did that again by, I think we did this with ComfyUI Hugging Face. Brought us up here. Yeah, we did all this. Click that, and then we got to click there, files and versions. Okay, so now so what we can do is we can, I want to put these closer to each other. We can go over here and we can see the files that they're wanting us to have. So we've got low diffusion model, so a UNet name, video I2V, FP8. So if we look over here, you're going to see, look through here, and you're going to look for the I2V ones. And it's going to be here. So let's take a look at it again. It says FP8 of the E4MFN. So it's this one. Okay. So all you're going to do is you're going to hit the click button. It's going to bring up a download window that looks like that. Okay. And what we are going to do is find our way to our Comfy installation, find our main ComfyUI, go into our models, and then this is going to go in our UNet folder. Okay. And you can see I've already got it downloaded there. So you just go ahead and click save, and that will pop it up. Okay, so the next thing we can do is pop back over, see what's the next one. Okay, this has using a quant 3, so that is the lowest level quant. He probably put that there just to make sure that there's something that people can use. But you can go over here and you can pick whatever quant you want. There's a 3, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so grab whichever one of those. Same thing. You're going to go ahead and click the download button. We're going to end up again going to our unit and saving it there. Okay, so now we've got the guff down. We're going to move into a few of these other things here. You see, we've got this clip _I, this lava llama 3 _FP16. We'll skip this one for just a minute, and then we're going to see that we have this vision.savetensors. Now, these ones are a little bit harder to find. We're not going to be finding them directly here in our ComfyUI stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to this page, and what we do is do a Google search for Comfy, right? And then we're going to type Hunyuan video and then type the word repackaged. Okay. And you will find this link here, comfy.org or -org, Hunyuan video repackaged. So we're going to click that. Once that comes in here, we want to click on files and versions, and you're going to see this folder called split files. This is actually where all of our stuff is. So if we click on, say, like the clip vision, we're going to find our llama 3 vision safe tensors. So we'll go back here. We can click on our text encoders. We're going to see our clip 1, and we're going to see our lava llama FP16. So what we're going to do is go back here, and we need this clip _I, or so, or L. I'm not sure if it's an I or an L, but we'll click it in there. We're going to go back over to here, and we go into, remember, this was in the text encoders folder. So we're going to click there. That'll bring up here, and then we're just going to click the download button. And like before, pop over to here. We just have to find our way into there's our ComfyUI, click our models, and then our clip. Okay. And then you're just going to go ahead and save it there. Then we're going to do the same thing here for this next one, the FP16. We go back here. See, that was the next one we need. This one is actually going to go under the text encoders folder. So I don't need to show you that, but you'll click there, choose your text encoders folder, put that in there. Okay, let's skip down to here, this llama 3 vision safe tensors. So we'll go back, and we're going to hit our back arrow again. This one, we're going to click here on our clip vision, and you're going to see there it is. Okay, so if you click on this one, you're going to see that if you go to your folder, you're going to go see this, that there's actually a folder called clip vision. And so you will put it directly into that one. Okay. And then we go back to the last thing we have. We'll scoot back up to here to our VAE BF16. This one we can get from our ComfyUI models over here. So this one we can just go over here, look for the word VAE, click it, and just like this other thing, just go over here and find your VAE file and download it. Okay. And then it's ready to go. So same as always. Then with the to get that going up, you're just going to go ahead and load it the way you normally load your ComfyUI. If it asks you for missing nodes, you click on the install model manager, and it will go ahead and you'll click, install missing nodes, and you'll do all that. We got to load the workflow. Okay. So you'll click here. Let me show you here really quick how you do that. You make sure that, here we go. Up here it says workflow, and then you just click open, and then you go find your workflow where you saved it. Okay. Your ComfyUI workflow. Okay. And then you are actually ready to go. You'll want to check if my spike start was 720, I would turn that down to 512 just so you don't jam your computer. Okay. We can go with 720. Check your, over here, you have your frame rate. So, the number of frames, they call it length, is going to be divided by frame rates. This is only going to be a 2-second video. You got 53 frames, and you got 24 frames per second. So that's 48, like a 2.1 second long thing. So you can always turn your frame rate down to 20, and I'll turn this up to 80 maybe. That's 4-second video. So just look at those kind of things. Check out the steps So 20 is normal. If you're having an issue, turn it down to 10. Take your width and your height down lower. But that is going to go. And so you're essentially ready to do it. Now, when you do click the Q button, you'll probably have errors because on here, it's not going to be in the exact location. So because it's workflow will be set for KeyJai's machine, okay, the way that the location it was. So all you got to do is just click on there and then find the one that you want to use. Okay, like that. And same thing here, you'll have your good guff that's in your unit folder. I'm not sure why it's not showing up, but because I didn't download it. And same with all these, just go ahead and click them and make sure they're pointing to the correct place. And then you're golden, you're ready to go. And you're ready to generate. So let's go ahead and move on to the last installation, which is just the straight Comfy anonymous installation. Okay, so that is probably the easiest. Well, it's the second easiest. Easiest is the model manager. Literally just click it and get. This is really easy as well. So let's take a look at that. So before we move on with the ComfyUI installation, I do want to point out the music that we have over here under Jim Day and the Better Stories. If you like good music, there's a lot of it's country, a lot of it's folk. Just is available on all streaming videos, all platforms. You got your Spotify, your YouTube, your iHeart, all that good stuff. And it's really just good music. I bet you'll find something you'll like. Here's a little bit what it sounds like. Okay, so to get this now installed with the just a straight Comfy anonymous version of it, we're just going to do a simple web search. We're just going to type Comfy anonymous, and then we'll just type Hunyuan I2V. Okay, going to bring up this. You're going to find this one here, this day one support. So let's go ahead and click that. And it's going to bring us up to their ComfyUI blog. Okay, so where they post a lot of instructions. You can see this kind of stuff that they're able to generate, and it's not that really impressive. Again, kind of showing you, I mean, these are the pros. This one's nice, but these are the pros. Is the best they're able to do. Notice the legs are screwy here. The eyes are goofy. So unfortunately, the I2V of this has its moments. That's pretty nice, but it has some problems. But still, what we're going to do here is it's really easy. Notice it wants to update our ComfyUI. So let's just go do that really quick. You head on over to your installation here, and all you have to do is click Manager. And then here you need to go Update ComfyUI. So you just click that. And this is very important to do because the way that these Comfy workflows work is they rely on their own nodes. So just like when we're using KeyJai, he has nodes that his stuff is relying on. If you don't know what a node is, go watch one of my videos that explains how it works. But same thing with Comfy, they integrate it into the software itself. And so very key thing to do. So we've gone ahead and done that. We can go back to here, and then see it wants us to download the example workflow. So the workflow is just like the one that we have with KeyJai. It's going to be different, but this is a picture of the workflow. And it's going to have the models that we needed. Now, the nice thing about working with this workflow is there's a few things that it's just going to download on its own. Okay. That we might need, that it'll just say, you need this model, you need this model, which is very cool. But before we do this, I want to show you over here. Well, actually, let's go ahead and do that. So we can just right click. I'm going to open this in a new tab, and you notice that all it does is it opens up this image. So the workflow is embedded in this image. So all we got to do is click it and grab it, take it over to our Comfy thing and just drop it. And notice it's going to pop up this screen, and it's going to actually show that we're missing some models. So this is actually kind of nice. This is why this one is actually easier to use. If you're missing something, it will tell you. And you do need some different models than the ones you need with KeyJai. So the KeyJai Hunyuan video image uh, to video, it's different than this. These will not work together. So you got to have the models that go with this one. But all you have to do is you see that this goes in the diffusion models folder. So you just click download and then you choose the diffusion models one. I think this also might bring up the clip vision, and it will say the same thing, clip vision. You'll click it and go to, so this is really an easy way to get it going. So, and same thing if, then what I typically do is, I hit my Q button and then it shows me where there's any errors that I'm missing. So if my models aren't showing up for some reason, then I can find them. Okay. You shouldn't have to change out the clip I or the lava stuff, but anything with the word Hunyuan, you're going to have to make sure you have the version that is particular for this. And to make sure how you do that, we're going to click back over to our ComfyUI blog. And at the bottom here, you're going to see it says, check our documentation page. So you can just open that up and that's going to pop you up over onto this screen. And down here, you're going to say requirements. These are all the models that you need for this. And it's going to show you where they go. Okay. So that's convenient. Again, we've already downloaded, these ones. I think you might need to get this one, this Lava Llama FP8 for the workflow, but you definitely need to re-download these ones if when you load it up, it didn't automatically do it for you. Okay. So really easy to follow. I don't need to walk you through every step of this because we did it with the KeyJai nodes. Just look at what's there. If you click on it, choose the correct one. Okay. Notice now I've got this, all of my, so this is a Hunyuan video I2V _720, but this one says Hunyuan video to image. I can't use my KeyJai nodes. I've got to have that one right there. Okay. But remember, it actually offered to download it for me. But the clip I is going to be fine. The Lava Llama 3 is going to be fine. But then again, I'm going to get down to this one. And I believe I'm going to need to make sure that I have the one that's there. Okay. But it'll tell you what you need. Okay. And if it doesn't, then you can pop over here. And what I did once was I couldn't get it working. So I just literally just re-downloaded everything according to this. And you can do the same thing if you're having a problem. I'm going to show you one more thing over here. So this is the default one that it has. This is image, video to image 720. If you're having a difficult with it, you can click this weight D type and look at this. You can grab this FP8. Click on FP8 E4MF3. And remember, we actually downloaded one that had that built into it. So they've got a system where they can just kind of add it on the fly, I guess, assuming that's how that works. But you can go ahead and click that. And that actually will help you with it'll load the model in a more of a quantized model. So if you're having problems, try that. And that might actually get you to going. Okay. And you are gold with your Hunyuan image video. Get it going, play it. There's where you're going to upload your videos. This one, it looks a little bit different. Same thing. You can change your width and your height down here if you're having issues. I think this has, the other one said length. No, I guess it says length too. So here's the length that's basically number of frames. And then you got your frames per second. So same thing, set that up and get going and make some good stuff and come share it with us, all of your friendly stuff. Now, again, I do want to tell you, don't get your hopes up too high. This is not as uncensored as the original one was. The original one, you can get some pretty low stuff out of it. This one, not so much. Okay. It's not really trained as in depth as the other one was, but there will be coming out LoRa's for this. They're going to be fine tuning this. I think if we hang in with Hunyuan, it's probably going to get better. But to be honest, we've got Hunyuan 2.1 right now, which is pretty exciting. And, these guys kind of leapfrog each other. One does thing and then they try to do the other one. So Hunyuan kind of took a hit here by Hunyuan 2.1, but maybe they go come back in style and be like, okay, we're going to make the next big jump. So it's really exciting. That's what's great about being part of this open source community. Always I could kind of get to be there in the middle of all of the exciting stuff going on. So, all right. If you have any questions, hit me up here on the YouTube. You can find me on Discord. I'm on Reddit. You can find me around the internet. Again, I have quick installer for this over at getgoingfast.pro. You just get that model manager, click it, and you are ready to go. If you need a ComfyUI installation, I got it for free over there. You just go grab it and get yourself going, and you will be in the money making stuff faster than you know what to do with yourself. Make your head spin kind of fast, All right. Well, we're going to end it there. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. We will catch you on the other side,